5. Strange ways. Melatonin is affecting your body. Chances are you have a bottle of melatonin in your medicine cabinet. You pop one for jet lag or a restless night, thinking it's just a harmless sleep aid. Millions of us do. But what if that little pill is doing more than you think? What if it's messing with your mood, your blood pressure, and what if the dose on the bottle is a complete fantasy? Your body might be telling a very different story, and today, we're diving into the 5 strangest ways melatonin is affecting you. So stick around, because what you're about to learn could change the way you think about sleep forever. The common ground. All right, let's start with what we all think we know. Melatonin is a hormone your brain's pineal gland makes naturally. Its main gig is running your body's internal clock, the circadian rhythm, which tells you when to be sleepy and when to be awake. When it gets dark, your brain ramps up melatonin production and you start to feel tired. When the sun comes up, production shuts down and you wake up. Simple enough. This is why melatonin has exploded as one of the most popular over-the-counter supplements on the planet. It's sold as this gentle, natural fix for sleepless nights because, hey, your body already makes it, so what's the harm in a little extra? It's a good story, and it's led to a huge spike in people using it over the last decade. But this is where the story gets complicated. Melatonin isn't like taking a vitamin. It's a powerful hormone. And when you take it as a supplement, you're not just flipping a gentle sleep switch. You're kicking off a chain reaction that goes way beyond just making you feel tired. The truth is, this hormone has its hands in nearly every system in your body, from your brain and heart to your gut. So what if that little sleep supplement is creating a bunch of new problems while solving an old one? We dug into the latest research, and what we found is pretty startling. Here are 5 strange and unexpected ways melatonin is affecting your body. And the first one starts the second you close your eyes. The Dream Architect: How Melatonin Changes Your Nightly Movies. The first strange effect of melatonin is how it can completely transform your dreams. A lot of people report something bizarre. Their dreams become incredibly vivid, almost cinematic, and sometimes just plain terrifying. This isn't your imagination. It's a direct result of how melatonin can mess with your sleep's architecture. Sleep isn't just one long blackout. You cycle through different stages, including light sleep, deep sleep, and REM, rapid eye movement, sleep. REM is where most of your memorable, story-driven dreams happen. When you take supplemental melatonin, you can change this natural rhythm. Some research and user reports suggest melatonin can increase the time you spend in REM sleep. Think of it this way. If your normal REM cycle is a 20-minute short, melatonin might stretch it into a feature-length film. More time spent in this dream-heavy state means more opportunity for wilder, more detailed dreams. For some, it's fascinating. For others, it's a one-way ticket to Nightmareville. But it might go even deeper. There's a theory among some scientists that melatonin influences another substance in your brain called vasotocin during sleep. Vasotocin is involved in processing memories. And by boosting melatonin, you might also be amping up this memory sorting process, leading to dreams that feel hyper-realistic and emotionally draining. This can be especially intense for people who are sleep-deprived. If you haven't been getting enough sleep, your brain is starving for REM. When you finally take something like melatonin that helps you get more rest, your brain can rebound with an extra long and intense REM period. This is just your brain trying to catch up, but the result can feel like a night of unforgettable and sometimes unsettling dreams. So while you're taking melatonin to sleep, you're also signing up to star in a nightly blockbuster, with melatonin acting as the director, turning up the color and emotional volume. The hangover hormone, waking up, groggy, and dizzy. The second strange effect is a total paradox. Instead of feeling rested, many people report a lingering hangover. They feel drowsy, groggy, and even a little dizzy the next day. This isn't just being tired. It's a foggy, disorienting feeling that your brain is still in sleep mode. This happens because supplemental melatonin doesn't fade away as neatly as your body's natural supply. The half-life, how long it takes your body to clear half of the dose, varies a lot depending on the pill's formula and your own metabolism. For many people, especially older adults whose bodies process things more slowly, the melatonin from the night before is still floating around in their bloodstream come morning. This means the hormone of darkness is still whispering, "It's sleepy time," to your brain, even as the sun is streaming through your window. The dizziness, though, points to something else: melatonin's effect on your heart. Studies show melatonin can cause a drop in blood pressure. At night, this is normal. But if those melatonin levels stay high into the next day, that blood pressure lowering effect can stick around, making you feel lightheaded or dizzy, especially when you stand up too fast. This is especially risky for anyone already on blood pressure medication or who naturally has low blood pressure. Taking melatonin could make their condition worse, increasing the risk of feeling faint or even falling. So the pill you take for a restful night might just set you up for a hazy, unsteady day. The mood manipulator, an unexpected emotional roller coaster. This might be one of the most unsettling effects. Melatonin can mess with your mood. While it's supposed to be calming, for some people it can trigger short-term feelings of depression, anxiety, or irritability. This is the third strange way it works, by wading into your brain's complex chemistry. To get why this happens, you have to know about melatonin's relationship with serotonin. Serotonin is the famous feel-good neurotransmitter, and keeping it balanced is key for stable mental health. Here's the twist: your body actually uses serotonin to make melatonin. When you flood your system with high doses of outside melatonin, you risk messing up this delicate balance. By artificially pushing down one side of the seesaw, you could be affecting the availability of serotonin on the other. For some people, this disruption can lead to feelings of sadness or agitation. The long-term research on how melatonin affects people with existing mood disorders is still all over the place. For example, a 2025 review of available studies found that while some show a positive effect on mood, most don't. And there just isn't enough solid data to say it's safe for these groups. This shows just how personal and unpredictable the response can be. This means that if you're already dealing with a mood disorder, taking melatonin is a gamble. You might be looking for a peaceful night's sleep to escape a day of anxiety, only to find the supplement could be subtly making things worse. It's why talking to a doctor is absolutely essential for anyone with a history of mood disorders before even thinking about it. The systemic saboteur, shocking impacts on your heart and hormones. This brings us to the fourth, and maybe the most alarming effect. We think of melatonin as a brain thing, but there are melatonin receptors all over your body. Its influence reaches places you'd never expect, like your cardiovascular and endocrine systems. Let's start with the heart. For a while, some research suggested melatonin could be good for the heart, but very recent research presented in late 2025 at the American Heart Association scientific sessions painted a much more worrying picture. A large study found that adults with insomnia who used melatonin long-term had a 90% higher risk of developing heart failure over 5 years compared to non-users. Now, this is incredibly important. The study found an association, not a direct cause and effect relationship. This could mean that people with severe chronic sleep issues, who are most likely to take melatonin for years, already have underlying health problems that increase their heart risk. Still, an association this strong was a major red flag for the medical community and challenges the idea that melatonin is completely harmless. Beyond the heart, there's evidence suggesting melatonin may interact with reproductive hormones. Some studies show that as melatonin goes up, estrogen can go down. While it's complex, long-term, high-dose use could potentially interfere with things like menstrual cycles. In children and teens, the worries are even bigger. Because it's a hormone, there are concerns that long-term use could disrupt the timing of puberty. which is why doctors urge extreme caution with kids. Melatonin can also affect your metabolism by impacting how your body handles glucose and insulin. For anyone with or at risk for type 2 diabetes, this is a serious concern. This is the truly strange part of the story. You take melatonin for sleep, but it's quietly working in the background, interacting with your heart, your hormones, and your metabolism in ways we're only just starting to figure out. The unregulated gamble, gut chaos, and the dosage deception. The fifth strange effect has two parts. The first is what it can do to your gut, and the second is a huge problem with the supplement industry itself. First, your digestive system. Your gut actually produces its own melatonin, which helps regulate how food moves through your intestines. When you swallow a melatonin pill, you're dropping a large dose right into this system, which can throw its natural rhythm off balance. The results are often unpleasant. Some people get nausea, cramps, and diarrhea. For others, it's the opposite, leading to constipation. It's a frustrating game of trial and error. Some early research in mice even suggests melatonin could worsen gut inflammation under certain conditions, a potential concern for anyone with issues like Crohn's disease. But the gut chaos is only half of it. The other part is the dosage deception. In the United States, melatonin is a dietary supplement, which means the FDA doesn't regulate it like a prescription drug. They don't check to make sure the dose on the label is what you're actually getting. And the results of independent tests are shocking. A 2017 study found that over 71% of melatonin supplements were off by more than 10% of the labeled dose. One product had nearly 5 times the advertised amount. Another study on melatonin gummies found one product had over 300% of the melatonin listed, while another had none at all. This is the ultimate strange twist. You might be having side effects like nightmares or grogginess and think you're just sensitive to the 3 milligrams you thought you took. In reality, you could have taken 10 milligrams or 0. You're flying blind every time you take one. The what now section. A smarter way to sleep. So after all that, you might be ready to toss your melatonin in the trash. For some people, that's probably the right call. But the point isn't to demonize melatonin. It's to respect it. It's a powerful hormone, and you need to be smart about it. So, what's the game plan? First, talk to your doctor. Seriously. This is non-negotiable. If you have any health conditions like a mood disorder, low blood pressure, or heart issues, or if you take other medications. Second, if you and your doctor agree it's worth a try, the mantra is start low and go slow. Most side effects are linked to higher doses. Experts recommend starting with just 0.5 to 1 milligram, which is much closer to what your body makes on its own. Doses over 5 milligrams rarely work better and just increase the risks. Third, think about why you're taking it. Melatonin works best for circadian rhythm problems like jet lag. It's not a magic bullet for chronic insomnia. If you can't sleep night after night, focus on sleep hygiene. This is the boring but effective stuff. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Make your bedroom dark, cool, and quiet. Put away your phone an hour before bed. Cut back on caffeine and alcohol in the evening. These habits are way more powerful and safer in the long run than any pill. Learning about these strange effects can be a real eye-opener. If you've ever experienced any of this, the wild dreams, the next day grogginess, the mood changes, I want to hear about it. Share your story in the comments. Your experience might help someone else figure out what's going on. And if you found this helpful and want more deep dives into the science behind your health, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you do not miss our next investigation. The melatonin story is a perfect reminder that a simple fix is rarely ever simple. It's not just a sleep aid, it's a master hormone that's pulling levers all over your body. From directing your dreams and tweaking your mood to interacting with your heart, its effects are strange, powerful, and way more widespread than we thought. By understanding these hidden impacts, you can make smarter choices for your health. Respect the hormone, focus on natural sleep habits, and always talk to a professional. Because a good night's sleep should make you feel better, not expose you to a bunch of strange and unexpected side effects.